Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to try to get some videos filmed, but the lawn guys decided to come and they have been right outside of my window for the past like 15 minutes, so we're gonna try this, see how it goes. If you hear a little bit of it, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is the time that I have to film videos today. So I wanted to kick off this video with a giveaway. Yes, a giveaway. So I am going to be giving away one of these ColourPop Blue Moon palettes because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Like, look at the colors, they're just so, ooh, if my camera will focus, is so gorgeous. I didn't realize how much I loved blue eyeshadows until I started using this palette. So look for the details below in the description box for how you can enter to win one of these ColourPop Blue Moon palettes. Okay, so today I want to demo using this, doing a look for you guys, just showing you how great these are. I want to do also swatches and in-depth review, and what I think this could be a cheaper cruelty-free alternative for a larger, more expensive palette, but I will get into that toward the end of the video. But right now, let's swatch all the colors for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to insert pictures of swatches of the shadows on my arm with and without flash. I think this palette's great. I've used it a couple times now, and if you want to see a look that I created recently with it, go follow me on my Instagram, cruelty-free-beauty-fl. I just recently changed my name, but even if you type in Crystal Shivers, you should be able to find me on Instagram. But these, that's a look that I did, and I used Lumi as a brow bone highlight and inner corner. I also used Moonlight and Starry Eyed kind of mixed together as a crease and above the crease shade. I used Fine China on the very outer corner of my eye, and then in the middle I used Billie Jean, which is such a pretty, no, I'm sorry, I used Fine China on the outside of the V of my eye, and then I did Tide Pool, and then on the more toward the inner part of my eye I used Billie Jean, and I loved the way that look turned out. It was just so great. So today I'm going to use some more colors. I think I'm going to do like more of a simple look today. That one took me a long time and was a lot more in-depth, even though I love the way it turned out. I'll try to insert a picture of that one as well, because I did get some really good pictures of that look for you guys. I'm going to use the primer that I usually use. I actually used a different primer with that look on IG. I used the new Anastasia Beverly Hills eyelid primer. I don't have that one, but my friend did, and I was at her house and we were playing with makeup together, and I really liked it. I mean, honestly though, for the price, I feel like concealer kind of does the same thing, but I only played around with it once, so I mean, I can't say that for sure, but that's kind of her consensus on it, and she's been using it for a little while. So anyway, I'm going to be using my Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow. I think this works great, and it's just a few dollars from Ulta. So let me do this, and I will speed up and see you back when I get to the colors. Okay, so now that you're super close to my face, I'm going to use the palette. So I used to lay down powder on my eyes before I went in with any eyeshadow, but I find that the color is not as intense. I don't know, I just like it. Put down my eye primer, go straight into my shadows. So the first one I'm gonna do is Moonlight. Oh, I just dug my into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Moonlight and dust that in my crease and above my crease. This always looks so crazy at first because there's just shadow everywhere, but I promise if you keep blending, it'll get better. Let's see, I want to do a simple look. We'll see if this actually turns out simple though. I'm just going to show you one eye because it would take too long to show you the other eye. I'll show you one eye, the process of it, and then I'll just show you the other eye finished. So all the brushes I use and everything will be listed down in the description box for you guys as well. Okay, so now that that's blended out pretty much how I want it to, I'm going to lay down a color onto my lid. I'm gonna make this like super simple today. So I'm going, let's see what color I want to do. I think I want to do Tide Pool because it's just such a pretty color. This one right here. I'm gonna take Tide Pool. It's just a gorgeous, like shimmery, bright blue shade. So I'm gonna take that on this little Luxie 245 brush. You can also use your finger. I mean, honestly, shimmer shades work the best with your finger, but this one I can get a little bit more precise than my finger, so. And I'm just gonna take this all over my lid. Alright guys, I'm back. I think I'm going to add another slightly darker shade into my crease and buff it out a little bit above, just because that Moonlight shade was a little bit too light, and now that I have both eyes done and I'm looking at it, just because my eyes are so hooded, I think I need a little bit more definition. So I think I'm going to take a mix of Dabadi and Starry Eyed, so this color and this color, mix them together lightly and buff it into my crease. Yeah, I think that's better for sure. Also, if you find that the shade is getting dulled or blend out too much, you can go back in with your finger or your little brush and just pack a little bit more of that Tide Pool color back on your eyelid. I'm gonna finish the bottom lash line of my eyes after I do the rest of my makeup, but I'm going to take some of the Lumi, the lightest highlighting shade, and highlight above my brow bone, and then we'll also use that in the inner corner later after I use concealer and everything. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back with my thoughts and my little bit more in-depth review on the product. So this is the finished look. Everything I used will be listed down below in the description box, and I really like how this turned out. Super easy, super simple look. You don't always have to do complicated looks for it to turn out great and look good. And I love this this eyeshadow base. It just makes all like super bright color shadows pop. So highly recommend that Essence primer as well because it's super affordable. Okay, so I want to give you some information about this palette in case you're interested in purchasing it from ColourPop. ColourPop is cruelty-free. Everything that I use on this channel and for my Instagram is cruelty-free. So this has 5 matte shadows and 4 metallic shades, all with a blue or blue hue to them. If you saw in the swatches earlier, Lumi is right here. This is a metallic iridescent icy blue. It's almost kind of like a duochrome shift from that icy color to a blue color. Then you have Ebates. I love that name. This one right here, it's almost like a periwinkle color, I would describe it. The website says it's a matte lapis blue periwinkle type shade. Then you have Moonlight, this very light baby blue color, and it's a matte as well, and they describe it as a baby blue. Then we have Starry Eyed. It's a little bit darker than Moonlight, and it's also a matte described as more of a sky blue, which I would agree with. And the next one is Billie Jean. I think the shade is so gorgeous. Billie Jean is a metallic periwinkle. That's a very good way to describe that shade. It's absolutely gorgeous in the lids. Like I said in my most recent, in some Instagram posts I did recently, I will tag it below. I use that shade. Tide Pool. This is another favorite of mine in this palette. It's also a metallic shade, and it's described as a metallic cerulean. I don't know how to say that at all, but it's a gorgeous shade nonetheless, and it's just like a bright, vibrant metallic blue shade that's all over my lid right now, and I'm obsessed with it. Then we have Mad About You, and this is also a metallic shade, and it's a dark blue or sapphire shade. Next we have Fine China. I did use this one previously, and it's a gorgeous matte vibrant cobalt blue color. And then the last one is the darkest shade in the palette, and it's Clued In, which is a matte navy shade. So you get 9 shades in this palette, all blues. Blues are so fun to play with. My new obsession is blue eyeshadow. And like I said, you get 5 mattes, 4 metallics, so it's a really good mix of both, so you can just use this palette to create a fun blue look. This palette retails for $12, and like always, ColourPop has some of the best eyeshadow palettes at the best prices that are cruelty free. So I highly recommend this. As Jeffree Star would say, it is approved. And actually, speaking of Jeffree Star, which I love his stuff, but if you don't want to spend the $52, whatever it is, on the Blue Blood palette, this is a really fun, more affordable, also cruelty-free alternative to his palette. I have a friend that has that palette, and it's gorgeous, but if you don't want to shell out the money for it, this one delivers the same kind of payoff. It's vibrant, it's fun, blue colors, you get a lot for your money, and like I said, you usually can't go wrong with ColourPop. eyeshadow palettes, they're just amazing. They kill the game when it comes to eyeshadows and the prices. So I recommend this. It's a great palette. If I don't like something, you guys, I would tell you. I'm not going to recommend something that I don't like because I don't want you to spend your money on it. Like, there is no point for that. So yes, I love this palette. I think it's great. I highly recommend it. If you like blue shadows or you're looking to try blue shadows, then try this out. I also have the brow mascara by ColourPop on my eyebrows in the shade Blonde, and they are Luxie lipsticks, which this is a great lipstick formula, you guys, for like $8, and they're always running sales and coupons so you can get it cheaper. This is What's Your Sign. This is the Kathleen Lights collab lipstick. Love her. And so yeah, that is the finished look in my review on this palette. I hope you guys enjoy this. If there's something that you want me to review in the future that's cruelty free, that's out, that's coming out, please comment below. Let me know here on YouTube or on Instagram, and I will try my best to get it and review it for you guys. I will have more videos coming soon, and I love you guys. See you later. Bye.